Hello friendly people of the internet, I am Hyper Super Sora, and today we got new Blackwing support. Not one, not two, not even three, but 10 goddamn cards. For those of you who don't know Blackwing, the whole three of you, Blackwing is a deck consisting of dark wing beast monsters. Supposedly they synchro summon, although you wouldn't notice that if you played the decks nowadays. Played by a character named Crow Hogan in the 5Ds anime. It became a fan favorite, it was viable for a bit, but over time it kind of petered out, and after raidrapters and Phantom Knights got support that just so happened to synergize enough with them, they became XC's bitch. I do not like the direction Blackwings have taken, and so I haven't been playing them. Who knows, maybe these new cards will actually give me a new lease on Blackwings. See the synchro yet again, or maybe I'll just stick to Sword Soul. Who knows? Maybe the support does, so let's probably get into it. First card, Blackwing Assault Dragon. No, it is not an Assault Mode card. It's with the other Assault Blackwings, things that got introduced in Arc V. Level 10, Dark Synchro Effect Monster with 3200 attack and 2800 defense. 1 Synchro Tuner and 1 non-tuner monster. Okay, so it's not the most generic thing. But let's see how we actually make this son of a bitch. Must first be synchro summoned or special summon from your extra deck by banishing 1 synchro tuner and 1 Blackwing dragon from your field or graveyard. Okay. Something tells me there's a Blackwing synchro tuner in this that I'm going to have to look out for. First effect. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, place 1 black feather counter on this card, and if you do, inflict 700 damage to your opponent. Neat. They get a burn strategy now. The second effect, during your opponent's turn, if this has 4 or more black feather counters on it, you contribute this card to destroy all cards on the field. It's also a field nuke with burn effect. Now, I can't really say for certain since I don't know what the rest of the support is, but I'm going to assume that getting this out is not going to be a problem with the rest of the cards in the rest of the cards that we're going to read here today. So, destroy everything if it has 4 black feather counters on it. Okay, that relies on your opponent. Let's say that it doesn't. Then it's a field nuke and burn. Not bad effects, not bad effects. So, I'm just going to give it a good. Nothing too broken, nothing that is going to break Blackwing things in half like they already haven't done. So, Blackwing Assault Dragon, you get a good. Next. Next up is Blackwing Boris the Magical Wind. Okay. Level 6 Dark Wing Based Synchro Tuner Effect Monster. Okay, here's that Synchro Tuner I was talking about. 2400 attack, 2000 defense. This screams ace. At least a friend ace, who Red Eyes Black Dragon if you would. 1 Dark Tuner, 1 non-tuner. Again, not the most generic thing, but this is Blackwings. We got tons of darks. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect. If this card is synchro summoned, you can send 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then this card's level becomes the same as the sent monster. Okay, that's pretty good. Foolish Burial with level modulated, Shooting Riser. But for Blackwings. Now what does that second effect do? It's also a tuner. When this card is destroyed by monster or in battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish 1 Blackwing monster you control from or from your graveyard. Special summon this card. Special summon that destroyed monster to your field in defense position. When this card destroys a When this card destroys a monster in battle and sets it to the graveyard, you can banish one Blackwing monster you control, or in your graveyard, special summon that destroyed monster to your side of the field in defense position. Huh. Level modulate, a Foolish Burial, and it's a Goyo Guardian. Fuck yeah, this card's getting a good. Level 6s aren't the hardest to bring out in Blackwings. Arguably, one of their best synchros is a level 6 that gives you an extra normal summon and deals burn damage. So this is up there here. Although I'm wondering what other circumstances are they going to have for making this card easier to make. Oh, and also it's Goyo Guardian. Who knew? Yeah. Magical Wind is a good thing now. Next up we got Blackwing Vatara, the Villainous. A level 2 dark wing beast tuner effect monster with 800 attack and 0 defense. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. First effect, if you control a Blackwing monster, except a copy of itself, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this card this way once per turn this way. I mean, we call things Boras because of Bora the Spear, which is a Blackwing card. This has a Blackwing effect of you control a Blackwing other than itself, special summon it. This should be required on all Blackwing cards. This should just be called the Blackwing effect. What's the second effect? During your main phase, you can special summon one Blackwing dragon from your action deck by sending monsters whose total levels equal 8 to the graveyard, including this card and non-2 Blackwing monsters from your deck. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except dark monsters. Okay, this is a tuner that mills a level 6. I suppose you could mill level 2, level 4, 2 level 3s, but mostly going to pay a level 6 probably. To cheat out Blackwing Dragon. I wish it just wasn't just Blackwing Dragon in general, but I do like this. Using the synchro materials from deck, that is a possible future for synchro summoning. And like how Sword Souls create the tokens that act as the tuners. Using synchro material from deck, like how fusion material, Should All Fusion uses fusions from deck, heck, that could be a future for synchro summoning. I really like that as a concept. So this Dark Avatar is going to get another good. Goddamn, Blackwing's knocking it out of the park. Blackwing Shamara the Sandstorm. Level 4, Wing Beast Tuner Effect Monster. 1600 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first and second of these cards' effects once per turn, blah blah blah. You can set and this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, place 1 on Black Whirlwind directly from your deck to face up in your field spell zone. Face up in your spell trap zone. Okay, so Blackwings now have essentially 9 copies of Whirlwind. Okay, you can send this card. Yeah, essentially having 9 copies of Black Whirlwind. I actually really like this. Consistency is key to me. And I never really liked the builds with Blackwings that didn't run like 6 Whirlwind. So yeah, so far this card is just good by being another copy of Whirlwind. Just plain and simple. If a Blackwing Synchro monster, or Blackwing Dragon, since there is a difference, is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, probably because it's going to be there because of Search Black Whirlwind, you can banish this card, then target one Blackwing monster in your graveyard, add to your hand, and then take 700 damage. You know what, this is just getting good because it searches Black Whirlwind. That's it. Yeah. The second effect could come in handy. It could be part of some pretty good combos for Blackwings, but that's not what I care about. I care about, search Black Whirlwind. And for that purpose, sandstorms, I don't see how they relate to whirlwinds, but I don't care, they do somehow. Good. Next up is Blackwing, Chinook the Snow Smasher. Level 2, Wing Beast Effect Monster, 100 attack, 700 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card once per turn. It's only one effect, so I don't know why they distinguish that. But you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Will send one Blackwing Synchro monster or Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck to the graveyard. Card then until the end of this turn. When that target loses 700 attack, and if it does, it gains effect. Okay. This is a quick effect if you control a Dark Synchro monster. Oh! So this is kind of like a effect veiler for Blackwings, essentially. It dumps Blackwing Dragon to the graveyard, which we like for the new Blackwing Dragon, Assault Blackwing. Blackwing Assault Dragon, I'm sorry, there are going to be like 6 different Assault Blackwing Dragons, so I have to differentiate them now. So dumping Blackwing Dragon's not a problem. And this is also disruption on your opponent's turn. I don't see this as the best form of dumping Blackwing Dragon to the graveyard, but it's also disruption, so fine, it barely gets a good. While it may smash snow, snow is pretty soft. Next up is Blackwing Nosuzuri, the Shining Illusion. Level 4 Dark Wing Beast Effect Monster, 1400 attack, 1400 defense. Do not take a shot every time I say Dark Wing Beast Monster in this episode. You will die. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. When this card is normal summon, you can add one Blackwing Dragon. When this card is normal summon, you can add one card that lists Blackwing Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand, except another copy of itself. Okay, this is a searcher for stuff that helps Blackwing Dragon. It's got a 1400 stat, Whirlwind, that searches stuff. If you can do that, the chain block for what you actually need. Okay, what's the second effect? You contribute one monster you control, probably it. Special summon one Shining Illusion token. Oh, okay. Special summon one Shining Illusion token. Wing Beast Tuner Dark level 2 monster, 700, 800 attack and defense. Then take 700 damage. You can not special summon monsters from the extra deck this turn. Except the extra turn you activate the set, except synchro monsters. Okay. So again, this does immediately go into what I was saying earlier about how synchros are getting more stuff to help them keep up with metagames. Synchro summoning from deck, special summoning tokens that act as tuners. In this case, is making it very easy to go into the level 6 synchro. I summon this, roll an effect, because I probably got that now. Now this adds a card from deck to hand, and Whirlwind also does that. Special summon something, tribute that off, get this token, synchro summon, keep going. Good. The illusion just being might be reality, that this card might be good and might even be playable in the next Blackwing deck. I just hope it actually focuses on fucking synchro summoning. What's the next card? Next card is Blackwing Nazonda, the Ingrained Knight. Level 6. Hey, I was talking about that earlier. Her Dark Wing Beast effect monster. 2300 attack, 900 defense. I like 23. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect. This card is in the monster zone. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except synchro monsters. Okay, it's not going to be on the field that often, so... If this card is no more for special summoning, you can target one monster on the field, return to the hand. Okay, but once again, you're not really going to be special summoned. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon, and one level 5 or higher Blackwing monster from your hand or deck, then take damage equal to its attack. Oh! No, I get it. This is malicious. Oh, shit! No, this is malicious for Blackwings. Okay, I like malicious. Malicious is semi-limited for a reason. This is Blackwing malicious with a little more restrictions. So, I'm kind of wondering how this is going to... in some ways it's better than malicious, since malicious is kind of dead if you draw multiples of this, but this, you just need to get one in the graveyard. And then the rest of the copies in your hand, while not optimal, is still alive. Okay. And you don't really care about the synchro restriction, because everything in Blackwings locks you into synchros or locks you into darks. So that restriction doesn't really matter. It's there, it could matter. But if you're playing Blackwings how they're supposed to be played, synchro, then that isn't a problem. And just target a monster on field, return it to hand. Yours or the opponent's. Now, you can't really just use all of it once per turn. You can only use... Oh. I'm a dumbass. You can only use one of the first or second effects. You can only use one of the second or third effect once per turn. So you have to choose. Either special summon itself, or normal or special. Or find a way to normal or special summon it a different way. Chances are you're just special summoning it, to do more things. So, that knocks down my opinion a bit of it. It probably would have been better if you just let them use all the effects all they want. But I understand why they didn't do that. That might have been a little too good. I mean, look at Malicious. And it didn't even have a targeted bounce. But fine, we'll play you just as, the level 6 mix that would run in deck. Maybe your other effects will come up. Who knows? Fine, you get a barely passing grade of good. What's the next card? Maybe it will impress me. Oh boy, we're on the spells and traps now. Blackwing Whirlwind. Okay. Once per turn, if you special summon a dark synchro monster from your extra deck, target one of your Blackwing monsters or Blackwing dragon that's either banished or in your graveyard, whose attack is less than the special summon monster, then less than the special summon monster, or special summon it. Damn. Second effect, once per turn, if a dark monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can remove one black feather counter from the field instead. Huh. A pseudo monster reborn with battle and effect protection. I wouldn't say it's better than the original Whirlwind, but this still is pretty good. I mean, the original Whirlwind let you search like 6 times a turn, so I don't know. This new Whirlwind, could it be better? Yes. Could it be worse? Also yes. So it's just good. Next up is Blackwing Twin Shadows, a normal trap card. Last was continuous spell. You can only activate this card once per turn. If you control 2 or more Blackwing monsters, you can activate this card from hand. Allow Blackwing spells and traps to have that effect. Shuffle 1 Blackwing tuner monster, and 1 Blackwing non-tuner monster, that are banished or in your graveyard, into the deck, or extra deck. Special summon 1 Blackwing synchro monster or Blackwing dragon, whose level equals total of the shuffle back monster's level. Goes from the extra deck. It's treated as a synchro summon. It's Miracle Contact. I kind of don't like that it's a trap card, but I understand why it's a trap card. And considering Armor Master and Blackwing Assault Dragon, it's fine enough. I don't think you play it, but it's fine. Good. Barely. Again. Twin Shadow. It's going to be in the shadow of the rest of these cards. Next up, Counter Trap Black Noble. You can only use one of the first and second effect once per turn. I hate it when cards do that, but fine. First, when a spell or trap card is activated, you can remove 1 black feather counter from the field, negate the activation, and if you do, you will destroy it. Okay? Spell and trap negation. If you control Blackwing Dragon, while this card is in your graveyard, you can set this card but banish it from this field. And it comes back. Okay, that's fine. This card's fine enough. Good. Fine. Fine. Perfectly balanced, unfortunately. But 2 complaints I have with the Blackwing archetype so far. Well, 3 really. Right now is that they focus on XC summoning. That's not their thing. Stop doing it. Stop trying to be raidrapters. 2. They have 2 different forms of counters. An easy fix to this, I think, would be like to have a field spell that, surges something or just gives them protection, but also holds all the counters. Maybe for special summon, maybe for sent to graveyards, maybe for something else. Maybe for any normal summon a Blackwing thing, or special summon a Blackwing. A continuous or field spell that has all the black feather counters or wedge counters that the Armor Masters work with on them. Now you could say the Armor Masters are kind of unique, they don't really need help spreading or keeping the counters. But for the wedge counters, I kind of say, for the feather counters, I kind of say, yeah, I would like that. And why have just 9 copies of Whirlwind when we could have, like 12 or 13 because of terraforming? Ha 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 ha. But I am optimistic about this Blackwing support. I do like it. I like most of it. This has given me some ideas. This has given me some proofs of concept of what synchros could do. Ooh, using material from deck, using material from graveyard with the spell or trap card kind of like Miracle Contact, special summoning tokens that act as tuners or the non-tuners. I give some credit to that to Sword Soul. Well, but evolutions to synchro mechanics, the old synchro mechanic, I like that. Like how Zodiac had, like how the Exceeds mechanic had Zodiac. 1 card Exceeds. Or Zeus. You battle, put me on, I'll nuke everything for you. Pendulums. Certainly are pendulums. Fusion summoning from the deck has become easier and simpler than ever. But synchro summons never really got that. The only oomph they got was synchro summoning with other synchro monsters, the XL synchro, which is basically just the Yusei or TG stuff, really. Or synchro summoning with multiple tuners, which is pretty much just an Red Dragon Archfiend thing. But there's not really been just a generic upgrade to the synchro mechanic until Sword Soul and this new Blackwing stuff. And I'm really interested to see what they do more of this. And for the love of God, get Blackwings out of XT's monster's ass! They're not raidrapters, they're not phantom knights, they're Blackwings. I understand you would want to make them make the black card since they're Blackwings, but they don't. They are a synchro archetype, and I want to see them synchro summon. Do you guys agree with me? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below of what you thought of these damn new cards. I rather like them. I'm interested to see what they do. Again, my favorite is send the material from deck to synchro summon. I think that's really nice. But leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe to see more of my amazing content. And hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time, I've been Hyper Superstar. Sayonara.